Hello and welcome to the October edition of North Penn Right Now. Start the timer because the next 10 minutes are going to go by fast. 1, 2, 3. What's that sound? That's right. That's the sound of a three-peat for the boys water polo team. They defeated Cumberland Valley 12-4 at Wilson High School this weekend. The girls water polo team will compete in the PA State Championship this weekend at the Rick Hale Natatorium. Good luck to the Knights. Cleaner, cheaper, and quieter. That's the word on the new propane buses North Penn purchased this year with over $600,000 in grants. A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held last week to usher in a new era of clean busing at North Penn.
I like numbers, especially this math equation, and this math adds up. More savings plus an environmentally clean and safe operation equals a win-win for the North Penn students and community.
The district plans to continue the partnership with the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection to work to transition as many buses as possible to propane-fueled vehicles. Homecoming was as exciting as hitting a half-court shot to win a TV. That school spirit carried over to the game where thousands of students watched Jamin Crosby crowned as king and Erin Chee crowned as queen at homecoming earlier this month. There was another homecoming in October. North Penn grad and U.S. Navy 83 Matthew Schultz surprised his two brothers at Oak Park and Penndale after a 2-year deployment on the USS Ronald Reagan stationed in Iwakuni, Japan. His brothers Adam and Ben were both surprised, to say the least. Welcome home, Matt. International Walk to School Day was in early October. Students, staff, and families at General Nash, Hatfield, North Wales, and York Avenue Elementary Schools joined thousands of schools across 40 countries in walking and riding their bikes to school. There's a modern feel in our modular classrooms. The mods at Pembroke were refurbished this past summer. Students and teachers have been enjoying the new spaces.
I absolutely love the remodel. The remodel, we took our carpet, we replaced it. The room looks so much brighter. It just looks bigger. It's a perfect environment for learning to be going on. It's good for the allergies. We don't have as many students that are out sick. I absolutely love it.
Do you know what you cannot have too little of? Libraries. York unveiled 2 little libraries for both primary grades and intermediate students in the neighborhood. Reading specialist Jess Stevenson spearheaded the little libraries with the idea that students in the school neighborhood may borrow a book for free and/or donate a book to share with others. The annual Reading is Fundamental play was another smashing success. First graders across the district converged on North Penn High School to watch Alice go to Storybook Lane. So who's ready to head on down to the library, picking out a book, check it in and check it out. The very next day, the staff at the Night Crier turned the auditorium around for a school board candidate town hall. The Night Crier hosted and moderated the town hall for 8 school board candidates in the 2019 school board election. Topics included facilities planning, budget, class size, inclusion, diversity, and school safety. High-quality journalism at its best. Full-day kindergarten is in full swing in the North Penn School District. Each month, we will give the rest of the district a little taste of what's happening in the classroom. Today, we learn about morning routines and exploration stations.
Good to see you, Jackson. Glad you're here. Every morning, I greet my students at the door. It's a great way for us to connect. When they walk into the classroom, they take out their folder, they hang up their book bag, and then really they're able to start their exploration stations. Exploration stations have a couple of purposes. We gear them to help students develop their fine motor skills. So they're very hands-on, manipulative-based, and also we select them so that they can socialize with each other. We want to develop their social and emotional skills. So you'll see them collaborating and problem solving, taking turns, sharing, and practicing those school readiness skills.
We could build one big one together, huh?
To transition from exploration stations to our morning meeting, I use a good morning song. That gives the students a cue that it's time to clean up. When that song is over, it's time for us to settle down and sit down in a circle together. Morning meeting is a responsive classroom approach to help build our classroom community, but it also includes a lot of skills like speaking and listening. So we start our day by greeting each other, then we move on to sharing, and then another component is our daily news and announcements. I have our helper come up and point to each word and read the message with the class. Then we come up and identify some letters and sounds that we've been learning for the week.
Oh, what letter?
That's me.
Yes, thank you. Give Mikesha and Cole a cheer.
After morning news and announcements is an activity component. I use that time often for a movement break. We've been sitting in circle for a while, so it's time to kind of get up and do something fun to build that community. Our morning routine really sets the tone for the rest of our day in learning. Kids have a soft start to their day. They've had time to check in with friends and check in with the teacher, to get our brains and bodies and hearts ready and excited for learning for the day.
Good morning, friends.
Good morning, Mrs. B.
He needs some help with his morning routine as he spent a morning at the Transportation Department. Kim Wart, secretary at the bus garage, won the Walk in My Shoes Foundation auction last spring. Dr. Bauer was on hand to answer the phones, communicate with drivers, and learn a little more about the daily operations of the Transportation Department.
I've had the privilege of working with Jean and Kim, spent some time with Nick, Diana, and also Brent to hear a little bit more about the inner workings of the Transportation Department in North Penn. And I'll tell you what, unbelievable. The magnitude of the routes and the magnets and all the iterations and the drivers is just unbelievable operation in keeping our students safe.
That is just one of the many ways the North Penn Educational Foundation raises funds for innovative classroom grants. North Penn All In, Unite to Inspire staff giving opportunity is closing on November 1st. Last year when we met the goal, we threw cabinet into the pool. This year, we're asking for your suggestions. Should the superintendent do a pacer test in the Timberwolf costume, perhaps a pie to the face? Let us know what you think the prize should be. We have to meet our goal first, though, so North Penn staff, check your email and let's get all of North Penn all in. Did you miss a thing? Here are 21 more things for October.
It's a beautiful day in Miss Constance's kindergarten class at Bridle Path, where they're learning about neighborhoods in social studies. Mrs. Kennedy's kindergarten class at Gwen Nord decorated pumpkins with different emotions. After students roasted the summer reading challenge, Camp Read S'more set up on the Gwinnett Square roof. Mr. Bashall and Mr. Prykowski spent a chilly night camping and reading. The Hatfield ESL team coordinated the 3rd annual Cultural Fashion Show festivities. Together, our students and staff celebrated so many unique cultures. At Inglewood, students were greeted with cheers for meeting the PIBIS expectations of be kind, be safe, and persevere. Kudos to the Knapp ESL ELL team for all of their hard work and dedication to students at Knapp. At the Fire Prevention and Safety Assembly, 2 of our Colt parents volunteer for Colmar Fire Company Station 12. Here they reinforce fire safety and fire prevention. The office staff at Montgomery hold everything together. Kudos to Mrs. Faya and Mrs. Oliver. Nash celebrated Anti-Bullying Week with posters. Over 180 pumpkins decorated as book characters are in the North Wales Library this year. That's spooktacular. Chalk up a warm welcome to fellow classmates at Oak Park. Great job, Student Council. Walton Farm is celebrating random acts of kindness. Students caught doing the right thing are nominated to be photographed as the eye in kind. Somewhere over the rainbow is at York with endless possibilities. Pembroke 7th graders had an awesome team building field trip to Elbow Lane this month. Pendale Middle School and Montco SAAC will be joining forces to pack 50 bags for sample-sized toiletries for the Ronald McDonald House. Stand by in 3, 2, 1. The Penfield TV crew are ready for the morning broadcast. Mrs. Whalen, always leading great student discussions at Northbridge. 113 high school students were inducted into the National Honor Society, and 41 students were recognized as National Merit Scholars. 12 of those 41 qualified as National Merit semifinalists. The 4th, 5th, and 6th graders at Montgomery Elementary Extended Care Program had a great chain race this month. What a great team building and STEM activity. In October, School Nutrition Services held the PA Preferred Day, where all of the menu items served were sourced in Pennsylvania. Nick Kranak, call on line 2 please. Transportation phones are so busy on early dismissal days, it's all hands on deck. That's your 21 things for October.
Have you received a thank you card? Did you send one? We have been getting photos like these in from all around the district. If you haven't sent one out yet, write one out right now. If you need more cards, we have a whole new set. Just email Erica Shadle at the email on your screen, and she will send them out to you right now. That's it for this edition of North Penn Right Now. It looks like we have 11 seconds or so we leave you with this pacer test with Mr. Nicholson, the principal of the high school. Have a great day, North Penn.